Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be interviewing my cousin Mitchell and ask him some questions for today. And just so you know, Mitchell, when you answer these questions, please be honest. It's for posterity.
Okay.
Alright, all kidding aside, let's begin. So question number 1. What do you feel like has been the biggest challenge with me?
With you? Biggest challenge with you is getting you to do different things and explore different things outside of what you normally like to do.
Alright.
So I think Brody kind of hit on that last time. A lot of what you like to do is spend time by yourself and kind of in your own world, rather than spending time with Brody, me, and doing things that we want to have you do with us as a group. So getting you to do things with us is probably one of the biggest challenges with you.
And I 100% totally agree with that. I've been that way for pretty much my entire life.
Yeah, but it's okay. We all like to have, everyone has their own. Everyone likes to be by themselves here or there as well. But when there's times that me and Brody want to do things with you, and you give us trouble, then it kind of takes the fun out of things too.
And you're right on that.
But you've gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
You're better at allowing yourself to open up to those new activities too, and then exploring them, and it makes it better for everybody.
Okay. All right. So, question number 2: do you know anyone else with autism or other special needs?
Personally, in my personal life, no. I've come across people with autism, obviously, friends and families that have kids with autism. So but I don't know them on a personal level to really have any sort of comparison, I would say.
So, I'm pretty much the only special needs person you've gotten to know personally.
Yep. Yeah. No one else. Like I said, I've seen people with them, and been, say, a family get-togethers or get-togethers with friends and their families, and they would have a child there might have autism that we've come in contact with, but I wouldn't know them on a personal level where I could see what their particular nuances are, I guess you could say, things that they like and things they don't like, in order to compare them to things that you like and don't like either, or things that you struggle with that they might struggle with. I don't really know anyone on that level where I could have a solid comparison.
Okay. Question number 3: have you noticed any positive changes in me as I've gotten older?
Oh yeah. You've progressed extremely well from the time that we were little and growing up together. Just how outgoing you are. Again, the ability to try new things and interaction just with your family in general, and family, and not just family, interaction with people in general. You've grown quite substantially as far as that goes.
Like, for some examples?
Well, even with me, you've gotten a lot closer with me over the years as we were growing up. It would always be just me and Brody that would go out and play. The only time we could really get you to play with us is if we were going on the trampoline, if we were doing the dirt bikes, at the time it was a 3-wheeler, and the ski mobile. So we could get you to play with us for those things, but we could never get you to go out and hang out with us any other way.
All right.
Now we can go out. We'll go to the casino together. Or we'll go have some dinner. We'll walk around the casino. We'll play cards, the go-karts. So being able to do that with you is something we never used to be able to do.
And I also remember how I used to just play video games with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yep, playing video games with us, and playing Red Dead with you now and all those other games. We used to never really get to play games with you either. You kind of just played your own games. Turok, we played Turok together. So
Yeah, and
so
plus,
often.
also some. Did we ever play like those shooting games we also played Call of Duty Zombies.
Yep, we did zombies together. Yep.
We also didn't we do Ghost Recon or Grand Theft Auto?
We did Ghost. We did Grand Theft Auto for a little while together. We can't play that together anymore for some reason. The way the Xboxes are.
Sorry.
But yeah, you have a lot of positive changes that you've had. Just changes in your attitude that helps with schooling. Everybody hates school. You especially have a big challenge with school.
Well, I didn't really have too much of a problem with middle school or high school, but it was mostly college when I had a hard time. Mostly because I was in such a totally different environment from everyone I grew attached to and accustomed to.
Yeah, but you handled it really well. You were able to overcome those challenges, and that's again, it's something in the past that you might not have been able to do on your own.
No, in fact, no. The system didn't even think it was even gonna be able to graduate high school, just get a certificate of attendance.
Now here you are, you got a college degree.
Yeah. All right. So, yep. Number 4. Knowing what you know now about my situation, would you have treated me differently when we were kids?
I don't think so. I don't think I was ever treating you in a way that was. How do I want to put that? I don't think I treated you differently than I would have treated Brody. I think there might have been things I was more careful with doing with you than I was with Brody. I definitely beat on Brody a lot. That's just older brother kind of thing.
You know, you guys are cousins.
Yeah, but we're pretty much brothers.
True.
Same with you and me. We grew up together pretty much, So I was a lot rougher with Brody than I was with you, and I don't think I would have changed that.
But why was that? Why were you rougher on Brody than with me?
I don't really know, to be honest.
Or you probably don't remember.
Well, although I don't remember, yeah. I think it was more just because me and Brody ended up hanging out more together than you wanted to hang out with us too.
True.
So that could have been it. I know on the trampoline we always used to kind of wrestle around with each other and we throw each other around. So everybody was fair game on the trampoline. Or if we were building the forts out of the blankets and whatnot.
Oh, yeah,
Sterling house.
That was fun.
Yeah, everyone was kind of it was every man for themselves at that point. But I don't think I would have treated you any differently had I and I didn't really understand a whole lot about what autism meant either when I was a kid. I have a stronger understanding it now with you than I did then, obviously, but I don't think I would have treated you any differently either. I don't think. Yeah.
Well,
Can you remember any instances that you think I was different with you?
Well, I do know you didn't. Well, you didn't really have too much patience with me on certain things.
With working?
Yeah.
Yeah. Working with Blake was a real pain. Again, Blake didn't like doing certain chores. Blake loves chopping wood, for example. Yeah, no, you don't. But doing a lot of chores with Blakey was always different, and that's not different. Doing chores with Blakey was always really challenging because things we had to do around here just had to be done that really needed Blake's help with, and getting him to do it was a real problem. He ended up having a couple anger issues with certain jobs, and that made me lose patience with him as well. So, but I still don't think I would change how I would treat you. I'd lose patience with anybody that wasn't trying to help do what we had to do either. So that wouldn't really make me change how I treated you either.
Okay. You ready? Question number 5. Who's your favorite brother?
Brody.
Really?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Is this live?
It's going on right now.
Well, maybe we can edit that out. We'll say you.
That's just a joke question. It's not meant to be taken seriously.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I know you were. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Question number 6. Favorite memory with me on vacation?
The zip lines when we did.
Oh yeah.
When we went down the zip line at Lake George. You remember that?
Yeah, I really did not want to go on that.
No, he was putting up a huge fight going down it, and then we went down at the same time. And Brody made a funny edit after the fact. He
Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah. Don't worry, Amber Heard's not gonna ruin that.
Yeah. He added that music to it. But that was probably one of my favorite memories with you, is going down the zip line together. And we were going down at the same time together and panning over and seeing you go down. That was a pretty that was a good high point.
And I was yelling that I was gonna crap my pants as I was getting stuff, and everyone making a scene, and the employees were laughing, saying I wasn't gonna crap my pants, and then I went all the way down pretending I was a giant pterodactyl animal, and then once we hit the bottom, I said, got to the bottom, I said, so can we go again?
Now there's a lot of memories on vacation with you. That's probably one of my favorites, but. That's going on vacation with you has always been really fun. You don't really change how you are on vacation either when you're home too. Like when you're on vacation, you're in a better mood, obviously, but your comedic timing with everything, whether we're on vacation or not, it's always been perfect. No matter what we're doing even if we're on vacation or we're somewhere, you have your comedic timing for things is probably the best part about having you go anywhere with us.
Yeah, like the Wyoming trip. Are you a cop? And shut up.
That's probably another funny point. Is all the way to Wyoming. So that was the first time we went. I think it was like a 36-hour drive. So we get to a point where it's kind of stone cold quiet in the minivan, and we're all just driving, and then while it's quiet after a certain period of time, you'd hear Blakey go, "Hey Brody, are you a cop?" just to break up the silence. Or remember when we went to the hot springs?
Oh yeah.
And you were freezing.
And I went, "Chow's so cold."
Chow's so cold.
Oh yeah.
That was another funny one.
Chow's so cold.
There's so many.
And there was also where we were seeing the King Kong movie in theaters. And as soon as the lights went, I went, "Hey!"
Yeah, there's so many funny times with you on vacation.
Yeah,
it's hard to pinpoint one particular time.
All right, you ready? Question number 7. Did you notice something different? Did you notice any differences? This is visiting us from living with us. Well, particularly me.
Did you notice any differences in visiting from the time I lived here?
Yes.
To now?
Well, no, just, what it was like for you to visit me compared to living with me.
Oh, I don't think there was too many differences, because even when I didn't live with you guys, I was still over pretty much on a weekly basis. I'd spend pretty much almost every weekend with you guys. During the summers, I was with you guys for multiple weeks at a time. So even before I lived with you, there's not a whole lot of things that I noticed that were different between living with you and visiting you. I think I visited you guys enough when I was younger to kind of see how things were with you. Where moving in with you wasn't too much of a difference. The only difference would say that, there's more of an opportunity there to kind of get frustrated with you because we are closer, and we, like I said, we have to work together more than we would have had to in the past. So that's probably the only real difference is while we have more time to be frustrated with each other too over certain activities, we also have more time to have fun with each other as well.
So not much of a difference.
Not much of a difference, no.
I didn't notice a difference in our relationship either when you were living with us.
Yeah, you said we spent so much time together growing up. We're living with you guys. Nothing really changes.
All right. You ready? Question number 8. Something that always irritated you about me?
Working with you. Stacking wood was always a pain in the ass with you. That's pretty much it. Anytime we had to work together was always a challenge.
Yeah.
There's certain things you did not like to do, or other jobs you'd kind of you'd grin and bear. We just kind of get it done and over with. But other things, it was really torturous to have you try to do it with us. Like digging the trenches. Remember digging the trenches?
Yeah.
That was pretty rough to do with you. But there was some funny times with it as well.
Yeah.
But that's probably the most frustrating thing is having to do certain chores with you.
Yeah. All right. And I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Some of the chores really sucked.
Yeah.
But you kind of there were certain things too where you knew it was gonna suck, but if we made the best of it too, your attitude would change. Mm-hmm. So if we could get you to a point where you'd joke around with us, it would make those particular chores seem not so crappy with you because you were able to kind of tune out the work, and that's one thing with you that's always been I'd say kind of one of your more better features is you're able to tune out whatever you're doing. If you don't like doing it, you can tune it out where you're still doing what you have to do, but your mind's focused on something else, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's always been one of your good features.
Mm-hmm. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Question number 9: how would you describe me as a person to somebody?
As somebody?
Yeah, like somebody else you knew you.
I'd probably say you're a jerk. No.
Seriously, yeah.
I'd say he's probably the funniest person that you'll ever come in contact with. He's really you can be really polite when you first meet somebody. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as you get into a comfort zone, you're probably the funniest person that anyone will ever meet.
Mm-hmm. So, nothing really too bad to say?
No, there's nothing really negative to say about you. You know, everyone has their own setbacks. You know, I'm not the perfect person either. Mm-hmm. You know, I can have anger issues myself, but I wouldn't describe you to somebody saying you have certain issues. I'd say he's probably the funniest person that you'll ever meet in your entire life.
Mm-hmm. So that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And now, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Question number 10. Do you think there will be a cure for autism?
I don't think that there really needs to be a cure for autism. To cure something would imply that there's something wrong with the person to begin with, I think, in my opinion. And there's nothing really wrong with you. I think everyone should have a better understanding of what autism is, you know, even on the medical level. And obviously there's varying differences with the autism spectrum. You know, there's worse cases than you. There's a lot of struggles that come with having a more severe case of autism. And I can understand if people may think that they want a cure for that level, I guess. But I, in my opinion, I don't think there needs to be a cure for autism. It's, from what I've seen with you, it comes down to the amount of support you have in your family and in your surroundings. You know, mom's done the most with you than everyone. You know, mom, dad, Brody, that everyone's really done a lot with you. That's made the difference in who you are as a person. And I think that's what people need to realize more, is that having autism doesn't make you any less of a person than someone without autism. You can still do things that someone without autism can't do. You know, you can amount to more than certain people as well. Mm-hmm. So I don't think there needs to really be a cure for autism, just more of an understanding of it and how to overcome certain challenges that come with having a kid with autism.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
but you never know. I mean, I'm the farthest thing from a scientist, so they could be working on something that could help with, you know, certain activities that way, certain brain activity that could help with things. I'm not too sure.
Sorry about that.
That's right. Bless you.
Bless me. So you don't think there really needs to be a cure, just good, consistent parental figures?
I think so. Yeah. If somebody came and they said, "Hey Blakey, I got this cure for you. It's gonna turn you in. It's gonna get rid of your autism altogether," I would stay Me on a personal level, I would tell you not to take it because I wouldn't change anything about you at all.
Okay.
I think having you the way you are is you're one of the best people that I ever met, and being related to you is a privilege.
Thank you.
Things that you've done, just amazing. Even with your challenges, I think that makes you more of an amazing person than someone without autism. I struggled to get my my degree in college and I don't have autism. You managed to do it with it. I couldn't say that if I had the same challenges you did, I don't think I'd get anywhere near as far as you have in your life. So.
Okay. Got anything else you want to say?
I'm good.
And that's all the questions I was able to think of for right now. So I think I'd say we're good.
Okay.
Thanks for taking the time to do this with me, Mitch.
Anytime, buddy. Good.
Thank you.
All right.